back to Regular Guys Outdoors. I'm Chris. It's summertime now and you may be considering buying a new bolt-action rifle for the upcoming seasons. Or maybe you're buying your first bolt-action rifle. Well, here's some things to consider. Number one, what caliber are you going to shoot? This is the hot button. But really, what caliber you shoot is going to determine whether you end up with a long-action rifle or a short-action rifle. And here's the deal on that. Short-action rifles are based off of a .308 case length cartridge. So this is your .243, .260 Remington, 7mm 08, .308 Winchester. Short action. Your long action is going to be based off the length of a 30-06 cartridge. So that's your 25-06, 270 Winchester, 280 Remington, 30-06, and then the 300 Win Mag and the 7 Rim Mag. Those are your long actions. The difference between the two is really about a ½ inch of length in the action portion of your rifle. And that's going to give you about a ½ inch longer throw on the bolt. As far as the specific caliber you want to choose, I say go with the most recoil you can tolerate without pushing your limits. No need to push your limits on recoil, because if this is a deer rifle, a .243 is going to kill deer. They are not armor plated. Just use an appropriate deer bullet and everything will be fine, and you don't have to beat yourself up, and you'll develop a lot more confidence in your gun. If this is an elk rifle, you're going to need to stand a little more recoil, but you still don't have to go overboard. A .270, 7mm 08, .308, 30-06, those will still get the job done if you select the right bullet. And that's the big key. Select the right bullet for your game. Now, if you don't mind a little recoil, you know, the 7 Rim Mag is a great all-around rifle to have. You can shoot deer with it. You can shoot a little longer range. It shoots a little flatter, bucks the wind a little, and it's still got enough oomph for your larger critters like elk. So, caliber consideration, it's really about bullet design and making sure you don't get too much gun, because I don't like recoil. I don't even own a Magnum. I prefer to hit my target. I don't want to flinch. I don't want to develop a flinch. So keep it moderate, keep it fun, and you'll have a better rifle and experience for it. So with your cartridge of choice, how do you want your rifle to feed? This is a blind magazine and you don't have any access from the bottom. This one is a hinged floor plate, and you release your hinged floor plate and it hinges open and you get access to your cartridges like so. This one's a detachable box magazine, and you load and feed through a detachable box magazine. Why does that matter? Well, it may or may not to you, but let's go over a couple of things. So with the blind magazine here, I'm going to insert an empty into the chamber and a dummy into the magazine. So let's say you're done hunting for the day. It's time to unload. Well, the only way to get to your ammo is pretty much to cycle it through. Make sure you're pointed in a safe direction. Make sure you stay on safe. Can be kind of a pain in the butt, and you kind of hopefully get your ammo to land in a nice clean spot. The hinged floor plate, load up a couple dummies here. The hinged floor plate, say you're done hunting. Well, you open this up and you kind of catch them coming out. It's usually pretty easy to catch. You don't drop them in the ground. Then you still got to come back around and get the one out of your chamber. No big deal, pretty nice. It's a pretty good design, really common. The other one is the detachable box magazine. This one is very common on the lower cost, my budget style rifles. When you're done hunting for the day, it's just simply drop the magazine and empty the chamber. Very simple. They're becoming more and more common. Savage Axis, Ruger American, Winchester XPR, Remington 783, and most other Winchester 70s, Remington 700s, they all offer a detachable box magazine option. The only disadvantage I find to the detachable box magazine is that if you forget this, or you pop it and it falls out in the woods somewhere, you've got a hard to load single shot rifle. That being said, this is my favorite design. Stick around for part 2.